let us get to the next episode. We left everyone at the Frog Prince Tavern, where the party ran into or found out about these two goblins who seem to be part of the greater group of they are the new Cuttlefish gang. So the party sees them, they meet them at the fight arena, and that's where we ended. Ayala and Augustus have signed up for the wrestling match. Let's see what happens. All right, everybody. Well, let us bring our soon-to-be next wrestler in. It's Ayala. Holla for Ayala.
And hey, I am ready to rumble. This is going to be so exciting. I'm all about this episode.
I figured you would be ready to just give those goblins the beatdown. That's why I have set up the entire bar, because I'm pretty sure it's going to end in a giant brawl. And helping you out, I'm sure, on the sidelines is, of course, Kazoo.
Yeah. You're like my hype guy in the corner. You got to pump me up.
Yeah, give you the massages, and I've got stacks and stacks of psychological torment that I'm going to lay on your enemies.
Love it.
All right, and always missing out on his brother's poems, we have Romulus's chair.
Yeah.
Did you call me?
And Romulus.
Okay. We start at 7:30, right?
In some worlds, yes.
I was taking a nap, and I'm sorry.
We understand.
All right, Ayala, you're going to be great.
And our last wrestler, fighter extraordinaire, and lady killer, sort of, maybe. At least he tries. Augustus!
I feel like you only call me a lady killer because there was an incident a few years ago where I literally killed a lady. Now, I want to say that this was not my fault. However, this was 100% my fault.
I've got one thing to say as well.
Yes,
quick.
brother.
I just want everyone to make sure they realize that actually my brother was here later than I was, because I came in and then you just came in now.
You had an empty chair, brother.
Yeah, but I was still here before you.
You were brought into this the technical streaming service before I was. You were demonstrably late, brother. I could have taken screenshots of your absence.
Yeah, but we don't really technically start till 7:30. That was what I got a message from the dungeon master said. 7:30. Enjoy your nap and come in when you're ready. Is what he said.
That's not what he said at all. That's not what he said at all.
I think you dreamed that, Romulus.
Maybe someone hijacked your account then.
Yep.
I would check that because you don't know sometimes.
It's very true. Maybe someone hijacked.
Maybe a wizard hijacked it.
Hey, look, I'm ready now. We can start early if you guys want.
In some time zones, we're already done.
That's true. Wow. In Australia,
it's already tomorrow.
Yes, this game was yesterday.
That was really good, brother.
We want to welcome everybody to our game today.
Hello.
A couple of other quick announcements, but I want to get right to this fight. We have our next level of Patreon is just started. And my friends, you can go to Nat21 Adventures on Patreon and become the highest member, the $55 range. And that gives you a game every month. I will be dungeon mastering, and we're going to have special surprises, prizes, and all sorts of things. So check us out on the Patreon page, and you can play D&D with us. It's going to be fun. And we have a couple people who already signed up for it. Reverend Tommy and Josh, I believe. And also, just want to let you know, Kickstarter.com, Nat21 D20 dice that go to 21, and Dungeon Tiles. We're like 73% funded. And so you can get your own Nat21 dice as well as Dungeon Tiles. And there we go. So just want to make sure you guys know about that, as well as other things. If you're a Patreon member, you can go on the virtual Syracuse tour on next Saturday. And, that's a really gorgeous place. I even got this picture off of the internet. It does actually look like that. And we have our lovely friend who is going to be right there giving us our tour. And Valeria is her name. She's got an adorable Italian accent, and she's going to take you around the streets just for a little bit at 11 o'clock on Saturday.
I think that was actually one of those fisheye lenses, because that's actually flat like the Earth. That's why the curve looks in.
Frank just said that he upgraded too. Yes. All right. I didn't see that. I've been busy making up this whole tavern here. So
way to go, Frank.
Awesome, Frank. Well, Frank, we're gonna have a great game. That's gonna be awesome. You can steal everything in that game. So, my friends, it's a question from. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Hello. Hi.
First time.
No. I've asked many questions before. I'm not a first-time caller for anything. You are humorous, sir. No, my question for you is, would you see the point where the lasers were used in order to catch the Roman ships alight during the second Punic War? Is that spot right there? Do they still have the mirrors? And can we go to the Tomb of Archimedes?
I don't know. Oh, they might go to the Tomb of Archimedes. I don't know where it is in relation to the walking tour. It's a pretty quick tour, but they don't have those mirrors anymore that blew up ships, sadly. Syracuse, Ortygia is the home of the ancient Archimedes, master scientist, and I would totally do a D&D tour to that with a... Yes, Augustus. Another question.
Follow-up question. If this is purely speculative science, however, and this is for the entire group, and also feel free to chime in at home. If Archimedes had lasted through the Second Punic War, if he had survived and not been killed by a random Roman soldier, his name is rightfully consigned to the dustbins of history. Do you think
His name was Tony.
What?
His name was Tony.
Yeah, Tony.
They're like, Tony,
you know
Tony, what'd you do, Tony? Tony.
I hate that guy. So, would we have had proper lasers far earlier in history, but also already have warp travel capability?
Oh man, just one of the many questions that I ask myself all the time. If you go through the history of the world and see like all the times where technology has been set back by people stabbing someone.
Also, Greek fire. Can we bring that back, please?
Yeah, we're easily thousands of years behind technologically where we should be.
We really are.
Archimedes, I'm sure, 75 years
with this.
alone.
This is great.
That's
great.
pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, well, let us.
My cat.
Let us get to this game. The internet is full of cat pictures. My friends, we ended our game with the entire crew in the Frog Prince bar. Drinks were in hand. And apparently drinks are flying around already. And Augustus and Ayala signed up to the fight roster, which, by the way, you need to put in 50 silver pieces if you're going to fight, Yeah.
Yeah, this is for them.
All right, 5 gold. Yes, Romulus.
I did not sign up, right?
Correct.
What? Just
You
wanna
were
make sure
pushing your way through the crowd gently, going, pardon me, excuse me,
that-
pardon me.
Yeah, very polite. Make sure you know I'm very polite when I come. I want to see my brother though. I'm excited, and I know you can do it.
Hey, thank you, brother. I didn't realize I had told you that I have entered the battle fray.
Well, I use magic, so I know a lot.
Littling.
Literally using magic.
Yeah, like there's a lot of things that I know that you might not, because I have powers of magic.
Brother,
But we knew
you
that.
know how our father died.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Stole the sign-up sheet. God,
Can't-
terrible.
You know what? I'll be right back. Don't read a poem.
I'm not reading a poem.
No, I'm not. I don't want you to do that again, because I'm gonna be right back. I can't.
Are you going
see.
up to Frank?
No, I just can't see because I need to get my spectacles. I'll be right back.
Ah! Oh, my brother, with his weak eyesight.
Well, my friends, let's add the action cam to the mix here. And
Action cam.
We're gonna make him.
Ooh.
Ooh, here we go. Wait. I'm gonna pop me out here. Do this action.
No DM. Just the
Oh,
way
that's
you
all right.
like
We can
it.
play this game anyway.
All right, so
Ayala, can you stop moving pieces around? You seem to be the closest.
Let me let's see what I got here.
Kazoo, what about you? Josh
I'm
stole his
not sure that
spectacles.
it works that way.
Damn it! Damn this technology. Confounded.
fillers.
All right.
If only your brother were here to do magic.
Magic.
Does Paul know that we can't hear him?
I don't
See
think so.
him?
I don't think so.
You can hear me now.
Oh, there he is.
Ah.
Look at him.
Ah.
Look at that sexy man.
All right. Well, I would like to point out right
Look
over
at that
here.
sexy man's shoulder.
This is your fighting arena right down here. It's a little higher than this, but just so the camera could get it all, I didn't want to make it too much. The fighting seems to be being run by this large female minotaur, just right off camera. There we go. Right over here. Here she is. And
Very good, yes.
she's huge.
I think I'm
Giant
in love
minotaur.
with her. I'd like to get a drink and send it to her.
Oh, all right. That might be kind of busy. There are a lot of people all over. The
Yeah.
two goblins have just stepped out, as we recall. They stepped right out right at the end of last game, and they are there, ready to rumble. It's Klaq and Praq, the Drizzt brothers. Now they're currently not. They don't have a big giant sword, but otherwise, pretty much looks just like that. And they are ready to rumble.
They have a lot of teeth. I hope they
It
don't
was
bite.
mean.
Yes. And two halflings, the rippest halflings you've ever seen, right down here. They're really, really strong. They look like miniature farmers. So the
Miniatures this day and age.
right. So the fight starts. Basically, it's a tag team match. One person is in. Has to touch the pillar at all times. The other person is in the center. All right. So, and then they tag out if they can reach the other person, kind of like they're stealing base, and they fight. It's a pretty amazing match. I am just trying to see how. Oh man! Oh, the goblins seem to have the upper hand. Oh yeah! Oh god!
If it looks like the hobbits are going to win,
Yeah.
I'll throw in some dissonant whisper.
Oh man. Okay. I see how.
Wow.
Actually,
Well-
you know what? Nope, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw in some Bane.
Oh damn.
I'll
Okay.
throw in Bane to the two guys just because, all it does is debuff, It just makes
Right.
them more likely. It doesn't hurt them in any way. It just, they have to subtract a 1d4 from their rolls to hit.
Right. All right. Well, what ends up happening is 3 rolls in a row of grappling were just I rolled amazing for these goblins, and they just start bashing this hobbit and throwing them around. They throw him back over to the back corner where the two goblins start to just go to tag. They literally tag team him, just beating him up. And they do these amazing luchador type moves where they pick the halfling up and then the other one leaps into the air, clotheslining him. Oh, it's a mess. And the audience is loving it. And they are playing to the crowd. As a matter of fact, they actually are absolutely playing it up as if they were really professional wrestlers putting on a show. And he just rolled a 23 for his performance check, and literally just did an entire hop walk of walking around the ring after beating this halfling down. He just totally does this whole thing, does a little dance, like, oh yeah, and he kind of points out to the crowd, like, yeah, where's my buddies at? And all sorts of people are yelling, jeering. They're throwing mugs, and then they go back. They beat the other halfling up a little bit, throw him to the other side of the ring so that he can tag out for his partner, who desperately has been trying to tag in this entire time. And they tag out. I mean, they put on a spectacular show. And oh god, okay. And I rolled a 1 for the halfling and an 18 for them. And oh jeez. All right. Oh, that one actually was a tie. And again, the Goblin brothers just beat the crap out of the other one, doing a whole, they pick him up, they drop him back down solidly. Both, they do a little high five, flying elbow, and then eventually they pin them. The Minotaur jumps into the ring and stops the match, and the crowd goes insane. And they of course just parade around the entire ring, giving each other high fives and all that. And the two people come out, they grab the halflings and pull them back down underneath the ring. And so the Minotaur is like, our winners, it's Klaq and Praq, the Drizzt brothers, dragon slayers, hobbit beaters, woo! And they go absolutely crazy.
So everyone knows I'm actually cheering for the dulcet, angelic voice of the Minotaur.
Oh, all right.
Not for the goblins, but I'm enamored.
She says, "All right, the goblins are gonna take a break right now. We have another match." And they bring out two other people who have been waiting. It's a was it? Where's our? It's a half elf, and a human. And you've never seen them before in your life, but they start to fight as well. And it seems to be a pretty relaxed, pretty relaxed for a wrestling match here. Oh, wow. I got everybody back in the right places.
Dun, dun, dun.
If I can get all your names back up. Blink.
Aha!
Right. So the goblins head out. The match begins with and they're not as good performers. I mean, this was definitely like a beautiful, high energy professional wrestling match, just with all of the energy of any wrestling match you've ever seen. What are you doing, Ayala?
I'm going to start asking around, just whoever is near me. So are there any rules, or do they just beat each other? What are the any rules? Anything
there's actually a half orc who is kind of running the ride-in station, and he's like, there's some rules. There's mostly not outside interference, no real weapons. That's about it, really.
So by no real weapons, you mean just no sharp, pointy things?
Right. I mean, unless you have teeth, which you do. You can use teeth. Claws. That sort of thing. You look like you're ready
Is
to
it all
fight.
just... I mean, I put my name on the list, so
Yeah.
I am ready to fight. But are we allowed to use magic?
There are some rules about magic. No area effect spells. You can't blow everyone up. You got to hit the person you're aiming at. Yeah, that sort of thing. There's got to be pretty specific.
All right. Well, I'm excited for this. This is going to be good. I'm going to grab one of the drinks floating near me and take a big drink.
Very well. All right.
Who does the betting? Who's in charge of betting?
And he points to the other half orc who's there. And
cool. When are you gonna go fight Ayala? Are you next?
I'm not sure, honestly. I'm just going to wait until they call me, and until then, I'm going to enjoy these delicious floating beverages.
Half orc looks at the list and says, well, there's no other tag teams here. I think you might be fighting the goblins because there's no other tag teams.
Is that coming up next? When's that coming up? That's a fight I want to bet on.
He goes, we have 2 more fights.
Okay.
I want to go with you, Kazoo. Let's go make some bets. I'm gonna pull Kazoo to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Kazoo,
yeah.
Do you think maybe we should bet on the goblins? Like, because then no matter who wins, we're pretty happy. You know what I mean? Like,
I do recognize the win-wins aspect of that particular thing, but we already know that our friends are going to win. Your brother's a mighty, mighty fighter, and there's no one better.
Yeah, he's good. I just, I don't know. Like, I like logic, and nothing's 100%. Any given Sunday, and all that.
It is Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. We should. I got faith in them. What do you know?
While you're talking, a couple people do come up and place bets. And Romulus, you notice that a lovely half elf comes up with a bag of money, and she says, "Oh, definitely gonna bet on those goblins. Man, they are just racking it up today. It's fantastic."
That actually ticks me off.
Me too. Kind of.
What do you say?
You know what? I say I'd like to place a bet on the up and coming.
What are the odds? What are the odds?
Never tell me the odds.
Those goblins look pretty strong, but if we can get more money by betting on those who are fighting, whoever those people might be, fighting the already winning goblins, do you think we could get like 2-1, 10-1?
Hey, brother.
What? I'm trying to write something.
I'm not going to tell you the odds. I'm just going to know what they are.
What?
Well, Gork, hearing all of this,
what odds? What are we talking about?
Never mind.
Who is the betting person? He says, right now it's 2-1 because of your unknown, you're an unknown quantity, so it's 2-1 against, of course.
Oh, great! Yeah, I'll take that all day.
All right. Let's see. What do I got? How much you got there, Romulus?
Oh my gosh. Let me see. What do you think?
And the half elf turns to you and notices that you're doing all these bets, and she's like, just go for the sure thing, if you know what I mean.
Oh,
and actually nudges you.
You need to step,
Romulus.
You need to step off because that's my brother you're talking about. And he's always, one time a boy pantsed me and he came and he took care of him.
Kind of nudged Romulus to kind of like, really? The sure thing.
There was this big boy in school, and he
nudge, kick, nudge.
What do you do? Why would you
So
stop?
what do you know about the goblins? I mean, are they here a lot?
What?
She looks at you, Ayala, and says, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you over the crowd. What did you say?
What is the deal with these goblin duo? Do they fight here a lot then?
Oh, yeah. They're real good.
And do they win a lot then?
Mostly.
What's their history? Do you know anything about them? Where they're from? You know?
I know them.
Are you good friends with them? Do you hang out? Like, because I mean, if you can make a really persuasive argument why I'm not going to get a really awesome return on my investment, then let's see what you got.
She says, well, I mean, I've seen them fight. They are amazing wrestlers. And I just think you're wasting your money. I don't know.
I'm going to look
But
right
I mean,
at her.
seeing someone fight and knowing them are two different things. So, I mean, you know them?
I've been on an adventure or two with them.
Oh, an adventure! Wow.
Oh yeah.
So, they really know their stuff then.
Romulus.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna look right at her, and I'm gonna bring 40 gold out, and I'm gonna put this 40 gold on the new tag team sensation, the Salamander Charioteers, which is my brother and his dragon friend, against the goblins.
I like your style, Romulus.
I look at her when I say it too.
Huh.
Like this.
Well. She says, well, I mean, leave it up to a wizard to have a really low wisdom, I guess. But,
Oh, that's right. I do magic. I don't know who you're talking to.
Oh, you're not the only one who does magic.
Oh, that's great. Oh, wow. Was your wisdom low then too? Oh, I'm going to drink it. I'm going to drop it. There we go.
This is great.
She says, here.
Forgive my friend. He seems to have forgotten his manners. My name is Ayala. Here, have a drink.
Oh, well, thank you. I mean, who's not to trust floating drinks?
I mean, they appear sometimes. I don't question it. It's a good time,
I've seen
Sometimes
it
we just
happen.
have to be thankful for the boons that come our way.
Right?
I know what I'm going to do. What?
I'm just really curious about, what kind of adventures you accompanied this duo on,
Thank you, Josh.
Oh, well,
No, I agree totally. I'm loving
it's a
this
long
talk.
story. I don't want to bore you, but
What's
I mean, maybe
your
we
name?
could talk later about it. My name's Felicia.
Hi, Felicia.
I'd like to.
Excuse me, brother. I must pull you away.
Hold on.
Bye, Felicia.
While she's talking. While Ayala's talking to her, she's a little distracted. I'm going to try to cast Charm Person on her.
Ooh,
I'm gonna do magic. Everybody relax. Listen.
spicy.
Relax. I'm going to do magic.
Okay.
I like it.
She needs to get a 15. She needs a 15.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
So
no.
as you're in the middle of casting this spell, she just turns to you and is like, I'm sorry, excuse me? Did you just try to charm a sorceress?
Nah, I don't even know what you're
Oh,
talking about.
a half elf.
She didn't even have to make a save? Oh, I guess she did. That's what you did. I see. No, I was I must admit, because I was trying to hit the dragon lady. Because she's
And
beautiful.
she starts she is coming into you, she steps up. And
Felicia. Hey,
and-
girl.
another half elf who is wearing, interestingly enough, the same colored dress but a different style. I have to say that this one, let me see. So here's Felicia, and she's wearing the very typical half elven sorceress, no armor outfit.
Very practical.
And then she's grabbed on the shoulder by another half elf wearing the same color, like it's made of the same fabric. She grabs her on the shoulder and pulls her back. And she's like, Felicia, what are you doing? And she's like, Felicia's like, I think I'm about to get in a fight with this wizard who tried to cast Charm Person on me.
I was trying to make friends, all right? I just tried to make friends. I thought we got off to the wrong foot. And so I was trying to...
Felicia, I'm so sorry. Our friend has been through a recent tragedy. He's not in his right mind. He is grieving.
I am. Oh, it's been bad. I just thought I apologize. I just thought we got off on the wrong foot. So I thought that we could, make amends. I was upset. You talked about my brother, and he's done a lot of things for me. He's gonna let me stay on the couch.
The truth of the matter is,
Charm Person on people.
Well, I just thought it'd lighten the mood.
Wizard,
you are so charming in and of yourself.
Oh, thanks.
He was probably just trying to be on the defensive because he was so wooed by everything about you. Damn girl.
You're her. She's definitely charming. I thought you meant me for a second. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Felicia looks over at you, Kazoo, and says, well, I mean, you're not so bad yourself.
I know. It's the hat. Look.
It is pretty cute.
Look, it goes all the way up.
And you can see that
that's my power
move. She's actually she's not using magic, but she is laying on the charm. And, and you're like, me? Like,
man,
you're totally like, your knees start to sweat. And she didn't use magic, as far as you can tell, being a person who knows charm spells and things like that. But she totally just like, what's your name? And points to you, Kazoo. Is that do you play that musical instrument? Is that?
Oh yeah, my name's Kazoo, and I'm totally a bard. And I, how much time before the fight?
Well, there's another fight still going on, and then there'll be another fight, and then the goblin fight.
So more than 10 minutes, likely. Okay.
Probably, yes. She's like,
I wrote this song for Ayala. Ayala, I will follow you to the end. It's because Ayala's. Wait. Ayala, I want to call you my friend. It's Ayala.
Would you like to roll up her a performance check? Are you trying to impress?
Yes. Question mark. I can't help being impressive. Unless, let's see, 15 plus. I mean, I rolled a 15, and I think my performance is a 6 plus 6. So that's 21.
Plus 6. Okay. Well,
I have one job on this ship.
She seems really impressed. And right now, she feels like the only half-elf in the entire world. As you sing and look into her eyes.
Someone else.
She can change the names. It's fine. And
Ayala is not Felicia.
Wait, what?
Hey, that's my song.
The other half-elf
is better than Felicia.
Oh, all right.
No, that's not the word. But that's the No, that's not the subtext. But
I was very worried.
The other half-elf gets in between you two, and she looks at her at Felicia and says, "Would you stop trying to? You can't get with every single bard. I mean, it's a freaking trope. All right, it's super tropey. All right, you cannot sleep with every bard in the city." And she's like, "Not with that attitude."
Hey, look, my friend Kazoo is not like every other bard, So, I mean, maybe you should just let your friend do what she wants to do.
You're the best wingman, Ayala.
Yeah, you should let her do what she wants.
Well,
I could
And
write
she
a song.
looks over back at her sister again, and she's like, "That's probably not a good idea, really."
Felicia. Let's see. Hold on. Felicia. Oh, Felicia.
I'm never releasing her.
That's concerning.
Oh, I could totally do something with that, Felicia. And then Kazoo is off, not focusing on Felicia, but now is like, ooh.
Now I got to make a song. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I've nearly finished a poem here, brother. By the way, just you're
Oh,
going
it's
to want to
great.
hear it.
The other half elf pulls Felicia away. Felicia points to Kazoo and says, "Call me," and then points to you, Romulus, and goes, "If you want to fight, you just sign up."
No.
And as her other sister's like pulling her away,
No,
she's like,
no. My bad. I was just trying to. I'm sorry. It started off so bad.
like, get.
No, yeah. Take her away. Like, no.
She
No.
pulls her back into the crowd and
I'm
gets
not a
lost
fighter,
between a
no.
bunch of other people who are enjoying the fight, the other fight. People did actually form a little circle around all of you, assuming that there was going to be another fight
Where's
right
my brother?
then
Is
and
my
there.
brother nearby? I'm actually looking because now I'm starting to feel like I did when we was children.
Oh, yeah, he's right there.
Oh, good. All right. Yeah, lady. Yeah.
Bye, Felicia.
What then?
That's so cute.
What then?
So, Augustus is. Are you making a haiku?
No, I'm not making a haiku. I'm writing the final line. I need a 10-syllable final line for my new epic poem about this travail we are about to take on to ourselves. We are about to enter into the space where we get to truly be our inner selves. And thus, it needs words that can rise to such a great accompt.
You know, Augustus, I have to say that it is very rare I see someone so brawny who is also so very intellectual. It is very refreshing. I like this about you.
Well, thank you. It is the vigorous life, and it is worthy of all of us. And brother, you and I, we're going and getting up running tomorrow morning. We're going to go run up the mountain.
I told you about my leg.
Yeah, we will see a healer. We will see a healer.
I haven't seen the healer yet. You said that.
But we can go do that. I'm sure there's actually one here on staff.
Yeah, I mean, they got to check that first. I don't want to make any promises I'm not going to keep. You know, I don't want you to get your hopes up about the running because I know you love that.
I have it. Should I recite this poem now or
Before the fight?
before the fight or after the fight?
I think right before you fight.
Right before.
Right before you
Yeah,
fight.
I like it. I like this plan, Dungeon Master. I like this plan.
So, Grok, who is, I'm sorry, Gork. Sorry. He's like, all right, is there any more bets? I mean, obviously, other people have like literally pushed you aside to make bets.
You got
We
mine,
did
right?
that, though, didn't we?
I did get mine in, right?
Yes, 40
I got
gold.
40 gold on my brother in Ayala there. I got faith.
Where'd you get all that from? I thought you were robbed.
No, my
wasn't
dragon sword was taken. That's not my money. That's my dragon's. This was like my allowance.
I thought your retirement was like in there.
Yeah,
in
well,
that
this
hoard.
is retirement. I'm just planning that now. I figured since the dragon thing didn't work out, I would try to be a gambler.
It's a high risk idea, buddy.
You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them and when to walk away and when to
know when to rob.
Yeah.
Augustus and I are great, but like those goblins.
Oh, did you see the teeth? Did you see?
Their teeth.
See all of their teeth?
I still got faith in you too, brother.
Oh, thank you, brother.
I got no doubts.
Brother. It has been a bit, and I have not yet said it this hour. I love you.
Yeah, me too. I think you're great.
Thank you.
I love you. You're the best.
Thank you. Did you see all their teeth, Ayala? I am very excited about potentially being bitten by them, and then smashing them in those teeth, in those incisors. Ah!
I think we should aim to not be bitten by.
Oh, yes, of course.
Probably.
It would rend our flesh mercilessly. However, how exciting.
This actually isn't a staff W Hunter 67. It's actually is the flagpole of my dragons, the banner. It was all that was left, so I took it to remember her by.
Josh, I firmly disagree with you because some of the best gamblers in the world are those who bet on prize fights and also racing.
So right now,
dice.
the half elf
come on.
and the human who had been fighting, they finished their fight. There's a large, oh man, and it was a very, very close fight. But eventually, the half elf had actually surprisingly beat the human into submission, into a submission hold, one of those fancy elf submission holds, and and they cart them off. Gork looks at you, Ayala and Augustus. So just go around here, go into the back there. There's a door. It leads down to the basement of the basement.
The basement of the basement.
Yes.
There's an extra basement.
There's more basement than basement. So
I like this place well.
Don't forget, brother, I have faith in you, and you can do it.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate this.
I bet a lot of money on you, actually.
Oh, very good. Well, I hope I bring home very good returns for you.
Me too. It's 2-1.
Never tell me the odds.
Oh, I didn't.
I don't need to know that. I don't
Yeah,
need to
I
know the
didn't-
odds.
That's the return. That's the return.
I was talking to Kazoo.
Ah,
And,
very good.
Ayala, before you leave, Kazoo leans in real close and whispers into your ear, "You've got this, and I've written you a new song."
What?
Yeah, well, no, but don't worry, you're gonna win this, and I'd like to give you some bardic inspiration. Kiss her on the forehead, and she gets
Aw.
+3.
All right.
Amazing.
Use at your discretion in the next 10 minutes.
All right.
I feel
So
like I gotta kiss my brother on the forehead now too. I'm gonna sneak up on him. Coming. And then I'm gonna also I'm gonna get the schmutz that he's got on his cheek off too, because he doesn't want to look like that when he's. So kiss on the forehead and then the schmutz thing.
Brother,
Real quick.
I didn't know. Brother, I didn't know you cared so very much.
I care so much. You're my only brother. You're my favorite.
Brother, here. I do not wish my hat to get dirty in this fray. Take it with me, please.
I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna not let anything happen to it.
All right, very good.
Fantastic. All right.
It's a very
so
good hat, brother.
Yep.
They take
it well.
the two of you down. Down here. There's a door right off camera. There's a door. It leads down to the underground, and there's a room under there with some tables. They have dried blood on them from past fights. There's a little bit of a locker room area, and the two goblins are down there, and they see you, and they're kind of taping up, and they're getting loose and ready for the next fight, and they see you, and they go, have you you ever fought before in a pit?
No, but I'm very excited by it, and I'm especially excited to see you. You were amazing in that early round. Ayala and I, we were quite rightly amazed by your prowess. Ha! Weren't we, Ayala?
Oh, of course. We were very impressed. The two of you must do quite a bit of fighting in and out of the ring.
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, I will try to go easy on you.
Very appreciated, my friend. But do not go too easy on us. I am a professional fighter for hire. So let us do this, and I offer my hand.
Well, the slightly larger one of the two puts out his hand. Says, "Sure, nothing personal. If I break some of your bones, it's,
It's
And hey,
part of
just
the game.
remember, it's part of the show. Remember, you want to give them a show. That's how you're gonna really actually have them like you.
Thank you for that advice, my dear and worthy friend. May I call you friend? I shall call you friend. And also, no offense taken at all, please. And no offense is intended if I knock some of those very pretty razor-sharp teeth out of your mouth.
They've been knocked out before.
They grew back. Wonderful. Do any of them have gold teeth, by the way?
No, but you notice that one of them has an obsidian tooth, like literally a piece of obsidian that
Can't be.
glimmers.
Wow.
Like, oh yeah, dink, dink. The bigger one says, "I am Klaq. This is my brother Prax."
Klaq and Praq. I am Augustus, and this is my very good friend Ayala.
It is a pleasure to get to fight you today.
She will try to not hurt you too much.
Okay.
I crack my knuckles.
We are friends now. Ah!
So a couple more people come down. The half orcs are there. One of them comes in. Okay, you two newbies. You guys know what the rules are. No area effect magic. No secret spells. If your friends are on the outside and they try to help, it's legal for the rest of the audience to throw them in the ring as well. Let's see what else. There's a few other rules, but you'll get the hang of it. Just try not to give yourselves killed. Put on a good show.
Can we
Listen.
throw them in?
Cats, yeah. They're, as long as you're just, yeah.
What about weapons? Any weapons?
No, just the
All right,
ones
very good.
your gods gave you.
Ah, very good. Ah!
You can leave them here in the locker room. They'll be safe.
Very good.
So
I
what
like
kind
this
of
one.
what kind of like armor? Do they have armor on, or are
No.
we allowed to have armor? What's the situation?
No. Nothing. No full armor. If you have some, they're like, this is not a weapons match. If you want to have a weapons match, that's a whole nother thing. This is just bare knuckles, no armor, and just fighting.
Very
All
good.
So, I mean, you can smell the sweat of, decades of fighting here. Just, as you're sitting there, you realize that you're about to go out and fight. And they're like, one of the orcs is like, let me help you with that armor there, buddy. And, is willing to assist you, not trying to, take your stuff. But what do you do?
So the goblins are still there.
Yeah, they actually go over to another room.
All right. So Augustus, what's our mission here other than fighting?
Ha! To win! Ha! Ha! Ha!
Well, yes, but do you think that those guys have something to do with this whole dragon thing?
Wait, what makes you think that?
They said that the new Cuttlefish gang were a bunch of goblins and that they hang out at the Frog Prince.
You can't.
That's why we're here today.
You can't make suppositions such as that. I mean, yes, the new Cuttlefish gang is made up of goblins, and the goblins who hang out here, and that's why we are here today, and they are also goblins. However, that could apply to anybody. Plaques and cracks, whatever the names are, they seem worthy fellows, and I'm inclined to like them and to possibly raise my elbow with them when this is over, and also after they hear my poem. Ha!
So wait, are you going to read the poem on stage?
Well, yes, they said give them a show.
I mean, I'm not sure it's that kind of crowd, but I'm very intrigued.
Every crowd is that kind of crowd. Every crowd.
Ooh. I might have to keep that as a. Every crowd is that kind of crowd.
I am also going to write that down because I'm vaguely impressed with myself. It's something that you can say that sounds really good, but means nothing.
And really and depending on who hears it, how dirty it is.
Every crowd
is that kind of crowd.
I like that.
It means nothing and everything.
Exactly.
As does
All
my
right.
entire life.
So once they get you down to just cloth, they put all your stuff in a locker, and they're like, one of us will be back here to keep it. So what's gonna happen? You guys are gonna go out first. You can tell the crowd who you are, or whatever. You give them something, and then the goblins will come out. Then then the fight's on. Listen to Gorgor. If she says to stop, you better stop. She will throw you across the entire room. I've seen it happen. It's pretty amazing. But she is the one in charge, and you better listen to what she says.
All right.
All right.
All
right. Well.
All right.
But Ayala, do you really think that these are the chaps that did the wrong to my brother? Do you really think that?
I mean, I would like to find out. That's why I'm here.
Yeah. All right. So the there's the clapping of the. And so and you're like, they're like, they're ready. You better get out there. And you hear Gorgor, the Minotaur, call out, "All right, everybody, shush, settle down. We have a new challengers. Oh, their first time fighting. I think it's their first time in the city of Magecroft.
I've been here several times.
Give them a big Magecroft welcome. It's Ayala and Augustus."
If I can get over there, I want to let them know their team name, the Salamander Charioteers.
Salamander Charioteers! Woo!
You tell the half orc.
Yeah.
As we walk out, I'm just gonna fire breathe like straight up into the air.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, everybody's like, yeah, woo!
We who are about to fight, salute you all.
Good job, brother.
Thank you.
All right. Ayala, tell you what, give me just a performance check there on that fire breathing.
Yeah. That's a Nat 21!
It was already impressive. And now...
All right. It was absolutely perfect. Just the angle, because sometimes you're like, because there is a roof way above, right? There's actually a whole nother balcony above all of you guys so that people can look down into this ring. And you kind of come out, and then like as you're breathing the fire, you kind of see it, and you're like, oh, let me just get around the chandelier. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna light all the candles on the chandelier if they weren't already lit. And the chandelier goes up every little. Actually, it's an oil chandelier, and they all burst into flames. And a secondary explosion kind of but oddly enough doesn't actually burn down the entire place, so as you planned this time. And the audience gives a huge cheer. So all right, nailed the performance check.
Is going crazy. She's like, yeah. She's pretty much frothing at the little gnome mouth.
All right, Augustus, seeing that happen.
Before we begin, I know that this is a crowd that probably can appreciate some epic poetry. Huh?
And
I
Kazoo,
know.
you're the only person. Literally,
That's right.
the entire audience just.
Because he's still going, yeah, you get it right. Woo, woo.
Yeah, words that rhyme. Woo!
When we're in the bar and the mood is high, and the room in back seems to be the hub of all the action, the time is now nigh to enter the fray. Aye, there's the rub. When your foe takes the plain where battle's fought, 'tis time to put aside all your fears. Do not ignore, but use the panic caught in your belly. Fight, though the pain often sears. You dodge to the left, then spin to the right. Make sure you stay well ahead of your foe. Senses on fire in the thick of the fight. You're more alive now than ever you've known. You'll enter the fray and fight the good fight, powered by justice and the cause that is right.
Oh, that is amazing.
All right, give me a performance check on that.
It was so
Okay,
good.
hold on. Where's my bonuses? One moment.
I'm totally like Sokka in the episode.
All
Which
right.
I'm just gonna. There's
Oh,
the,
come on.
Maybe 16.
16. All right. They, like, some of them are like, yeah, he mentioned fighting. Awesome. So it's pretty good. They
Oh, where's Romulus?
he's gone. He's maybe with,
Brother, seriously.
I put another 10 gold pieces on you.
I was doing my epic poem.
Oh,
In front of everybody.
why don't you wait until I'm ready for those? I want to hear one day. Anyway, I put another 10 gold pieces on my brother because I think he's going to do great.
Oh my
all right.
That's
Oh
50.
my god.
And I got this drink for you too because I want you to have it when you're done.
I would like tea, thank you.
Oh, this is actually cider. It's really good. It's
All right, I accept cider, thank you. The entire crowd is probably like, what the hell are these two idiots talking about?
What are they saying?
Kazu's still going nuts. Like, she's your biggest fan. She
Yes.
loves you. Every word that you say is freaking gold, man.
Thank you.
Yes.
I wish I heard it.
Incidentally, and this is full truth, I wrote that only since the beginning of this campaign tonight began.
Oh, excellent.
Believe it.
Once we entered down the stairs and we were there at the ring, that's when I began writing it.
I love Josh's comment. Kazoo is being like Sokka in the episode where Toph was introduced, where they're doing the earthbending fight ring. Oh my god, one of my favorite episodes when the firebender is, and he's not even a real firebender. He's an earthbender, but he's pretending to be from the Fire Nation, and he's like,
Oh, yeah.
and now I sing Fire Nation national anthem. It's honestly, it just brought me back to being like, I think 8 years old when the Soviet, the Russian guys would do like their now we sing Soviet national anthem, and oh my god, I was like, oh my god, they're my age. Anyway,
I
so-
genuinely have no idea.
He's right too. Pistachio was listening.
way back in the way back. Yeah. All right. So
Pistachio
you had your moment.
We're doing this.
Gorgor points over to the far pillar and says, newbies, get over there to your corner.
You can do it, brother.
Thank you.
You guys got this. You guys are
You
awesome.
do it, Ayala. You got this.
I love you, Ayala.
I love you, Augustus.
And
Augustus, you're pretty awesome.
Thank you.
the lights magically dim and it gets dark. And it's literally like it is that moment. There's the pause and people are already, you can feel the excitement. Everybody's like, oh, what's going to happen next? Gorgor, the Minotaur, then there's a bright light shining on her now. And she says, ladies, gentlemen, creatures all, tonight this is the final match of our evening. Next up, Steel Fox. But my friends,
I love that guy.
right now, for their second match in an evening, they came all the way from Magmount after slaying a dragon.
What?
That's right, my friends. It's Klaq and Praq, the Drizkit brothers.
Oh,
They came from
and
Magmount and
The lights light up, like the flames light up around every torch, every piece of lighting just triples, quadruples in size. It's super bright, and they come out. There's magical music in the air, trumpets blowing, drums, and they come out, and everyone just starts to go.
Look what it says.
Bananas.
Look what Tommy.
Augustus.
Look what.
Augustus.
Oh,
now
crit
that you
fail to
know-
the goblin entrance.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Now that
Maybe.
they are claiming this victory over this dragon, I may not be able to contain myself. Just be aware. Like, I'm going to end them.
Hey, wait a second.
Well done.
Magmount's where my dragon's from.
I put my
all right,
hand on Romulus's shoulder.
So a
Yeah, we
crit
got-
fail. All right, so Reverend Tommy, you're going to give one of your crits failures to the goblins coming out.
Oh, that is good.
That's real good.
All right, I'm writing it down. All right, Klaq, the bigger of the two, steps out, and he puts one hand behind him, and his brother runs up. He grabs his brother to throw him up into the air to do a spin in the air.
Whoa.
And then he was going to catch him on one hand. And that was going to be the roll. So it goes up, comes down, just misses the landing completely.
Ooh.
Hand is nowhere near the foot. The foot into the face of Klaq. Wham! As he spins, flying, they fly apart all across the floor.
I'm not.
And there's
I
dead
thought-
silence.
I'm not
I
gonna
started
lie.
laughing like raucously and like with bits of fire coming out, and like I gesture to them and like look at the audience and laugh.
I'm not gonna
'Cause
lie.
Totally doing.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wish I would have seen it the way it was supposed to go. That sounds spectacular.
It was-
Yeah.
So,
Oh, hello, Tim Hartman.
I'm gonna.
let me see. Wait.
It's a wizard. I'm a wizard, Tim.
Tim, hey!
The fire catch them on fire. Oh, well, let's see. I think the fire is pretty far away. So, you'll don't worry. There's plenty of opportunities for.
Oh yeah, this is not going to be a quick.
Oh,
I use
maybe
my
that's it.
cantrip.
Actually,
I will
We
use
got
my
him.
cantrip control flame to make some of the fire like rain down for the Patreon.
Oh, yeah. absolutely.
Okay.
Sure, yeah, because the oil in the flames. They
may have been superheated during Ayala's.
They the flames, yeah, as they get bigger, you flip out, some of the oil lands on their heads, and amazingly though, here's the thing: as his head erupts in flames with his little leather cap, as the fuel just goes right across his head, his brother, the bigger one, comes up, hand palms his head, snuffing the fire out, grabs him by his belt, picks him up upside down, and actually does a one-arm headstand upside down. Because actually, I just rolled a natural 21 to see. I swear, I rolled nat 21, and I was like, "Oh, let me see if he recovers from that." And yeah, so his brother sees the fire. Praq didn't even see the fire at all. His head was just on fire. Klaq comes over, wham, hand on the flame, snuffs it out, picks him up, turns him upside down. Prax just goes with it because, well, he's used to that sort of acrobatic shenanigans, and straightens up, and they nail this beautiful, like, bam! And the crowd, like, dead silence, laughing, and then, what?
Damn.
And then he
Cat
puts him back down.
Indeed.
And they both look around because they were like, that wasn't right. Like, because they're like, who? Little do they know that little demigods are all floating around watching this fight. And so beyond the use of magic, it's Patreon saints messing everything up. All right. Gorgor waves her arms and says, you know the rules. There are barely any. Keep it in the ring. It's a tag team match. One person has to have their hand on the pillar at all times. They are not in the fight. Their other hand can be in the fight. But, yeah, you are above the rules in the fight. One hand needs to be on the pillar. If you're not in the ring, you tag out. You must touch the pillar with one hand. Everything else goes. No area effect spells. And she points to you, Ayala. Keep your spells to the opponents. And she... I don't want a clean fight. And
You
she
said
goes,
you don't want a clean fight?
yeah, she says, I don't want a clean fight. I just want you to. And she makes a huge gesture, and everyone in the entire building yells, fight!
Boy,
Who's coming out first?
Do we roll for initiative?
Depends on who's coming out.
I guess we should have talked about that.
we're very
I'll go out.
All right.
All right.
Which one of them is out?
The bigger one, the Klaqs.
All right, I'll go.
All right.
Ayala, you have a +6 to use at your discretion.
Is that to anything or?
Yeah.
Damage
one time.
or to hit or?
To any time you need to roll a die, you can add a +6.
Whoa!
That's your
all right,
inspiration.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
You-
Well, I
you're
rolled a
going to-
D6, and it's.
You're going to cast Detect Barbecue?
No, it's a joke. Tim the Orange.
Oh, yes.
He can cast Detect Barbecue. I was just letting him know I also have that ability.
Do you still have your mood ring on?
Yeah.
Okay. How about Ayala?
I took mine off that time that I was embarrassed. Remember?
Oh, right.
It's
Okay.
not mine.
All right. Your mood ring, Kazoo, is like flipping around, and you can see like it's little fireworks inside. And you're like, pshoo, pshoo, pshoo. Like,
Mine doing
you're
it.
just, not really.
Yeah, mine's where it was, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
pretty even, pretty level.
Yep.
Is it because
How
I'm
it feels.
freaking
dead
out at the
accurate.
awesomeness of this fight?
Because
Maybe
Yeah.
these are dead accurate. What's yours mean? Why's yours
means
doing?
I'm freaking out at how awesome this fight is.
They haven't
I
started
start
fighting yet. They haven't
trash.
started.
I start talking trash to the goblins. Basically telling them they suck, they're the worst.
Hey, let's not have any put downs, all right? I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
Meanwhile, like everyone else around you is like, "You suck! Get a job!" And like, the worst insulting, all stuff. Ayala, just to give me initiative, roll D20.
Yeah. That is 15.
Okay, well, you will decide to go first. You'll have your first action. Basically, So if you're aware of grappling rules, grappling really only pertains to just subduing someone down to the ground. Not really a lot of like punching. So in a tag team situation, if somebody does grapple you down to the ground next to, say, their other teammate, then perhaps they could kick you while you're down. Otherwise, we're just doing natural actions, attacks, all that sort of thing. Unless you want to really attempt to grapple.
Sure. I'll be honest, my memory of grapple rules is lacking. So
it's a contest. Basically, they have their skill level. You have your athletics.
Strength and athletics, or just
you can use athletics, or you can use your dexterity, and so you can be the quick wrestler, or you can be the strong wrestler. So you choose which one you want to use, whichever one gives you the better bonus, honestly. And then you roll off. Basically, whoever has the higher number wins. And it's a subdue. Basically, they just pin you, or they get you to the ground. They hold you, and you are limited in actions.
Right.
And then they can choose if they are a wrestler, they can, or grappler, if they have that actual skill proficiency, then they can actually pin you, which then you can't move. So,
all right,
but it's up to you. He's coming at you, kind of doing the whole neck cracking thing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna like rush in, and just like 2 steps in, I'm also gonna open up with a fire breath cone. Just like
all right. All right.
So that's going to be.
You can do it.
I'm going to use that +6. So that's going to be a 17 to hit.
Okay. All right. You blast him with a flame. Go ahead and roll your damage.
All right. I'm gonna. I don't know if you rolled it.
Oh, he gets to save. Yeah.
All right, so that's going to be 10 damage if he failed.
All right. He is quick, and he does take a pretty good blast from you, but he uses his skills as a fighter to kind of dodge a little bit of it, not getting the full brunt of the blow, and comes around and attempts to just attack you with his bare hands. And
right.
Oh, holy smokes. So now without armor, what is your armor class?
I don't know. She's gone. Oh, there she is.
There she is.
Okay. My AC is 16.
Okay. He takes that fire and rolls with it, does a spin, comes down low and then up, and just closes your jaws by uppercutting you, and does that's 7 damage.
You did.
Wham!
You know I did not sign up for a fight, right? To make sure everybody remembers, I didn't put my name.
Somebody who you tried to cast Charm Person spell on might be able to magically write your name.
No, I didn't. Everybody knows I got witnesses. I did not put my name on there. I'm not doing this. That's not violence. No.
Understand? Don't worry. It's the last fight of the night.
Yeah. Oh, phew. I'm not coming back to the zoo. This place is not good for the human constitution.
And already the crowd is crazy. They they saw the fire and they were already like, woo! And then this uppercut, bam, and the flames shoot out all the sides of your mouth, and it's and then they're just like, wah! As he comes in underneath you. It's back to you. He dances around a little bit, and
all right. I'm gonna go in for You know what? I'm going to actually shapeshift into a giant snake.
Whoa! All right.
I'm gonna go giant
Whoa.
constrictor,
That's magic.
I should have warned
and
you.
I'm gonna try to try to use my constrict action, which is also a grapple.
Oh, nice. Oh golly, do I have a giant? I do have a giant snake, but where is it? All right.
Romulus,
Patreon Saints, I might need your help to make this work.
What'd you say, Kazoo?
I want to help. I want to help. I want to help. I want to help.
No,
I like seeing her get hurt. I want to do something. This is your opportunity to say don't do a thing. This is your opportunity. Your brother's in there too. So,
but I don't feel like we should condone violence like this. I mean, listen to these people. It's like they have their minds. I think we should all try to get along.
It's not the snake I was looking for,
Go
but
into this game.
he's a kitty. Girl, can't take it. Look at the kitty.
She's
What
so
the
into
world is
D&D today.
I have a two-headed snake miniature that I've had forever. So there you are.
Nat 21.
Ayala, what is your cat's name?
Ooh, this is Juniper.
Hello, Juniper.
Juniper, get it?
Oh,
you did.
Juniper. Oh,
So
all
Josh
right.
hooked Ayala up with a Nat 21 for constriction, and Josh also wants Kazoo to do the thing.
Don't
All
do
right.
it, Kazoo. Let us do it.
So you shapeshift. That is an action though, right? Changing shapeshifting,
No,
or is that a
I'm
reaction?
Circle of the Moon, so it is a bonus action.
Aha! All right. So bonus action, whoop, and the goblin literally takes one step back, and he's like, huh? And he, did not see that coming.
Ayala, swing him this way so I can punch him in the face.
We're doing it. I did get the thanks to Josh, I got that Nat 21
Nat
to
21.
grab
The only
him.
thing that will save this goblin is if I actually roll a natural 21 right here, and that's a 10. So, swoosh, you with lightning speed, you basically grab him. Is there damage this round?
Yes, it's gonna be 8 damage.
Oh, all right. Dang.
And he is officially grappled.
All right. Okay.
Swing him over to me so I can punch him.
And then I'll use my movement that I haven't used yet to like roll toward Augustus.
Okay. Blink. Oh. And all right, I'm gonna give the other goblin one chance. He's got to get a 25 or higher to before you get away. He's gonna try to make the tag out if he can. And what's his? He got a plus. What is no? Doesn't make it. He's like, and you're pretty sure that you saw him not touching the pillar by like that much, but he was like, he tries to stretch out, and he's like, he tries to get it, but he's squished in there, and you roll away from the other guy.
So now, wait.
We are
don't
asking
say-
if a Nat 21 damage doubled. Oh, sorry, Kazoo, I cut you off. Go ahead, please.
Oh, I was saying the same thing. Go for it.
Oh, all right.
Well, it's a grappling roll. You know what? That was to grapple. I think.
Well, technically, an attack. So it.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, it would double. So
Whoa.
Yes. Thanks
All
for
right.
looking at Patreon Saints.
I mean, you just
Sorry.
and the whole audience is like, whoa! Like, did not see that coming.
I believe in you. I believe in you. Hi, Allah. I believe in you. I believe in you. I love you.
A few beer mugs actually get tossed, pretty sure at the snake, but you can't really tell. It's hard to tell. They harmlessly bounce off of you, and Whoop, bonk, bonk, bonk. And
I probably
yeah,
just think it's my floating drinks coming to
right, just
company.
just running into you, yeah. And all right, so I will say yes, Augustus, you are in range. You can keep one hand on the on on the pillar, and actually, you are in range enough to give him a smack. What do you do?
Boom! Punch.
All right,
Punching at his face.
there you go. That is a standard
right.
unarmed strike.
All right, so I get +4 to hit. Let's roll for it. That becomes an 18.
Oh, all right. Well, he is constricted. He's grappled. He's not going anywhere. Literally, Ayala basically rolls his face into your fist as you punch it. and,
All right.
and they're like, "Oh!"
What do
And,
I roll? What do I roll for damage on that?
It's a.
For unarmed, what do I roll?
Well, you get your bonus,
All
and
right,
then it's
so
a
the +4.
plus.
It's usually a D4.
Yeah, it's a D4.
Oh, it's D4. Thank you.
Plus your strength bonus.
Yep.
All right. All right. So it's only going to be. So the +4 was to hit, and then rolling. It does. Oh, it says it does 3
Strength
damage. It says unarmed strike does 3 damage. So
Okay.
that then plus my strength bonus, that will be 5.
All right. Bam. Oh, not a long match.
So yeah, that's why there's no D right there in my
Right.
thing.
Yeah, there it is. All right. Well, he is well and adds 5 to the damage. I see that, Josh. Right.
So that is
Squeezing.
10.
All right. He's like, I mean, basically it's like fist, elbow, you give it to him both. Ayala scrapes him across the column. Like, oh, I mean, the whole audience is just, whoa.
There's a spare goblin, guys, so don't worry.
How tall is the column, by the way?
It goes up all the way through to the second story because there's a balcony above you.
Can I climb the column?
Yeah, you can climb up a little bit.
All right.
Up to the next balcony.
All right. I shall.
Oh, yes, you can. All right.
I shall do so.
All right. And Prax is like, oh, come on. And all right. Hang on.
All right. Since climb was not specifically a thing on here, I rolled a 13 plus. If you want acrobatics, it's a +5, so there'll be an 18. If you want athletics, it is a 17 for climbing the column to get up to the second level. And I'm keeping one hand on it, so it's like I'm not leaving.
Right. Well, you're keeping both hands on it, honestly.
technically,
So, yeah, and the people who can see you, because not everybody can really see right down there at the bottom at first, but all these other people over here who see you, they're like, oh. I mean, they're already like, they know something is up. And Ayala. Oh, actually, the goblin does actually get an attempt to ungrapple himself here. Oh, all right. Ayala, give me your either strength or dexterity bonus and roll that. It's an athletics check or a. Frank gives a Nat 21 to escape.
Oh no!
All right,
Frank,
Ayala,
you
you will need to roll a Nat 21, or the goblin is going to get away.
Mayhaps one of our
Josh.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to say the first one is gonna be the one that happens.
Yeah.
So we saw that one first there. So Josh, hang on to your critical failure there.
But what would happen if I were given an opposing Nat 21?
Then it is a draw, and basically you just continue on. So yeah, Josh, you can give Ayala a natural 21, and then it is a equal opposition and nothing changes, i.e., the goblin stays in your snaky grasp. So, is that what you want to do, Josh? We'll just
I'm gonna make some sneaky arms while I wait. Well,
you just keep. So the wrestling continues
army.
to happen as you roll around there. He's trying to get away. You're trying to hang on to him. All right, so Josh, giving you a natural 21. All right, our Patreon saints using all of theirs.
Also, are there chairs on the second level?
Do they have to re-roll when they get a tie, or is it just
no? It just the state of the situation stays the same. So, say if you were going, or if like so nothing really changes. If you were like pushing on opposite sides of a door and you both rolled Nat 21, the door stays exactly where it was. If it was closed, it stays closed. If it was open, it stays open.
I understand.
Yeah. All right. So the situation is the same. Both amazingly getting Nat 21s to, and they're amazing rolls. And you both, but the fight was vigorous, extremely vigorous. And quite, like he almost escapes. Ayala swings around him again, holding him tight. I'm gonna give a little bit of movement and see if you have moved because of all the action. You've moved a little bit closer to Prax, who is going to attempt to tag his brother. He can. It's like once again, it's a pretty hard to reach.
I used your +6. Sorry.
And that's a 23. So, all right. Frank gave him auto success. Anywho's, and manages to tag out. The audience goes crazy as the brother flips into the ring and tries to kick the giant snake in the head.
Wow.
Oh, with a 25. I think that hit.
Oh, no.
4 plus 3. Okay. So.
Hit him with his own brother.
Oh, yeah. So he comes in with a flying kick, kicks the snake in the head. That was 7 damage for that snake.
You can't auto miss, Josh. Frank made it an auto success.
Yes. Oh, yep. Oh, Josh, you're just a little slow on the typing. Wham. Ayala, it is back to you. You just got kicked in the face. The opponent that you have grappled currently is now not the legal target. And the goblin who did kick you in the face is the legal target and is standing right there.
Hit him with his own brother, Ayala.
Yeah, but these guys not touching the pillar, so are they disqualified? Is that a thing?
No, because the other guy just has to get back to the ring because now he's the one who's in. So
right, so one guy's in, the other guy's supposed to be touching the pillar.
Yeah, but she's holding him, so
I think they're gonna let that slide for a good show.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold him as long as I can, honestly, until I get yelled at. So I'm gonna try to bite the new guy.
Okay. Yeah.
And then hit him with his own brother.
I don't think karmically you should do that.
I used to hit people with you all the time.
I know, exactly, and I don't want that to happen again.
All right, so Josh, sorry, it was a little slow. We did it, but yep, sorry, we got that. So Ayala, you are going to hit him with the goblin, or you're gonna bite him?
No, I'm biting him.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold the one goblin and bite the other one.
Oh man! And Steve Eldridge gives Ayala a natural 21. All right.
All right.
So that's blood. All right, double up. What is the bite damage on that?
That is gonna be double damage, right? Because of Yeah, that's gonna be 10 piercing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh man. All right.
Times 2.
that
Or
was
is-
already multiplied.
Yeah.
I did not roll super well.
All right. Holding the other goblin in your snaky grasp, you come on down and bite Prax pretty solidly. Yeah, it's a lot of pain. And yeah, I don't think she's a venomous snake. And Augustus, what are you doing exactly?
All right, so I'm on top of the pillar. I have grabbed a folding chair, and I am waiting there for them to be able to come back into range, so that Ayala can have one or the other of them now close enough for me to drop down, hitting them with a chair. This is my plan.
You grab the most folding chair chair.
All right,
as this world. Oh yeah, they've got those slidey, those teak chairs.
Exactly, they've been around for centuries. Yes.
Absolutely. So
Yes.
yeah,
I wish to give him the chair.
You do the whole thing while one hand is on the pillar. You're like, hey, can I get that chair? And they're like, oh yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. High five. All right.
And you do look around, Augustus, and you do see that Gorgor, the Minotaur, has an eye on you, and is slowly nodding.
Yes. I play by the rules.
Also, she looks down at Ayala and says, like, hey, let him go. He's not the fair opponent. And it's a suggestion.
Josh wants to know if you're a venomous giant snake.
Unfortunately, I'm not, but that would have been awesome.
Yes. I don't believe most constrictors are, actually.
No.
Correct.
All right.
Ayala, lure him this way and hit him with his brother.
So what happens now is that, all right, so you bit him. He's going to try to ungrapple. And so now you need to roll a, all right, you can either release or you can constrict. But you can't do, you can't continue to constrict if he escapes. I mean, you're like, you know what I mean? Like you have to either work on constricting or attacking the other goblin.
Well, I mean, it has so my escape DC on my constrict is 14.
Mm-hmm.
And I can do other stuff.
That's right. All right. Reverend Tommy has thrown in the fail escape. So, all right. Blam. And there's Reverend Tommy's auto fail. You give him one more curl, one more spin of the constriction as he just gets halfway out, and then you wrap another layer of snake rope around him, and the audience once again just like they lose their collective shit. And
Gore's like, it's just a suggestion.
Yeah, just a suggestion. It's really guidelines. Really, it's really guidelines. All right, so you strike. All right, so what this goblin's gonna do, since it's still in that 5-foot square, is gonna leap, bounce off of the pillar, and attempt to do a flying kick to your face again, to your snaky face.
Okay.
I'm just checking. I'm looking at the comments, and if somebody's gonna give him a failure. All right, we're rolling. Oh, but he fails anyway because when the chips are down, the dungeon master can't roll for anything. Well, it is a total of a 10, but your armor class is above that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he attempts to do the Jackie Chan flying leap, kind of runs up the column, bounces off, but whoosh, you snakily dodge away as he lands on the ground on his feet. Ayala, it's back to you.
Get him over to me. Get him over to me.
Now I'll let go of the guy, but I am gonna like kind of shove him toward the pillar where Augustus is.
Oh, okay.
Because it's his business if he can run back to his own pillar. That's not my problem.
Right. All right, give me just roll a. I guess he's a missile weapon. Just give me a dex, a dexterity fling with a d20 there. Add your dex bonus just to see how accurately you peg him to the pillar.
All right. 12.
All right. I mean, in the general vicinity, you are. He's like, he does fall at the bottom of the pillar. What's gonna happen now?
I'm gonna drop on him with the chair.
All right. And you tell you what? Are you gonna give this a bit of a performance-y flair?
Oh yes, I will.
Give me a performance roll.
All right, very good.
But tell me what you're doing.
Oh, all right. So what I wish to do is, since one hand has to remain on the pillar, the other hand will fling the chair out in front of me, put it down on top of the pillar. I get up on top of the pillar, put my foot on the chair, and then boom, slide down like on the chair like Legolas or a snowboarder in Aspen to hit him with the chair, followed by my entire body weight. This is the plan.
And you are going to roll with advantage as Frank has given it to you.
Oh, thank you, Frank.
Saints love this. They have like layered on the stuff.
Oh,
So
Josh finally actually got in the roll. He did give it auto success.
Ah!
And oh man, you have a +5. You can add that to the damage if you want. So you got
Oh, very good. I'll add that +5 to the damage.
Frank, you can hold on to the advantage.
So
And,
would this just simply count as an unarmed strike?
Yes.
Bludgeoning weapon.
But please give me the performance roll.
Oh, the performance roll
So
just
the
for fun.
performance roll is different from the attack. So tell you what. So why don't you roll with advantage? We'll use Frank's advantage.
Oh, for the performance
for the
roll?
performance. Yeah, this
Very
is the
good. All right. That becomes an 18.
All right. So you kind of like as you see the goblin heading towards the pillar in flight, you're like, it is on. You do a bit of a thing around the pillar, and like just so that everybody can see you've got the chair in your hand, and everyone's like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? Uh-oh. And then you're like, oh, just you give that like, oh, you're shaking the chair in the air, slap it down, slide down, amazingly successful, and come on down, slam the chair into him, and then drop your entire body weight, a body slam on top. It's like it's like a chair sandwich made with, and you're the bread. So
There we go.
right. So what's the damage on that?
All right. So is that unarmed strike or is that a bludgeon?
That's definitely bludgeon.
All right. Bludgeon does damage equal to 1 plus my strength modifier. All right. So that's not a ton of damage then. That would then only be 3 damage. Because 1 plus my strength modifier is 3.
You know what? Roll d4. Because it is a chair. It's a weapon.
All right.
And it was coming with some serious.
Yeah.
Also, it's coming down from like a significant height.
Yeah, it's only a second floor, but still.
Yeah. Well, it's a d4 for the chair plus your strength bonus, and then the bludgeon attack with your body. That's
all right.
that's
Very good. All right. So d4. So with the chair, I rolled it as a 4. So that was good.
And he has an extra 5, by the way. So.
Oh, I thought that was added onto to the performance check.
No, that was added onto.
That's
No, you
Reverend
got auto
Tommy.
success on that.
Oh, very good. All right. So it's the 4 plus the strength, which is 2, and with my with the just unarmed strike, or bludgeoning rather, so another 1, so that is what 7, and then plus another 5 from Tommy, so we're at 12.
Oh man. Woo. All right. You just kabam! Go! While you're down there, you just give him a little extra elbow, and he's squashed fairly flat. He's not
and a
dead
plus
yet,
5
though.
from Steve.
Oh, an
and
extra
apparently-
plus 5.
I got a. But Josh says, "Don't forget a plus 5 from Steve." So,
And the
so that would be 17.
No, that was the same plus 5, right?
Oh, all right, very good.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That's
I'm going to
the same
give the chair the a saving throw for the chair, and of course, because I cannot roll, the chair totally fails its save, smashing to pieces in a beautiful, like the audience just
Like
goes.
a lance exploding at the joust.
Yes, just bananas. And
Brother, that was
his
for
brother,
you.
his brother. Aw, you give him the point. Yeah, woo! And all right.
And
I
my
told you
hand
you
is
could do
still on the wall.
I told you could do it.
All right, so that's right. Josh says Augustus, just lay on top of him so he can't get back to the other pillar.
Oh, I'm not going to lay on top of him. I'm just going to, since I was on top of the chair, on top of my broken chair, I'm just going to sit here
Put his feet up.
and put one hand on, make sure one hand stays on the pillar.
That's gorgeous. Gorgeous again.
All right,
to you.
Ayala, what do you do?
I'm going to try to constrict the guy in front of me. Let's see
Okay,
if we can get this going again. All right. All right, that is probably not going to be enough.
Come on, Ayala. Come on.
That's only 10.
What is
oh
it?
man,
It's only 10.
you go
So I
in.
only get to plus 5 from Frank Brettweiser.
Oh, nicely done. However, plus 5, sadly, still not going to beat a professional
Come on,
grappler.
success.
Auto success. Well.
Yes, Dobrin Lutra gives success.
Yes.
So let's see. Well, plus 5, that's 25. And that will just, because it is, of course, a contest. But yeah, that will just beat his possible score. Yeah. So you basically, it just when he thinks he's got you by the head and he's about to pummel you, he gets a couple of good punches to the top of your head, and your snaky tail comes around, yoinks him off the top of your head. Oh no! And and you wrap him up in your coils.
Awesome. That's also going to be 12 damage.
Oh man! And that was the fresh guy. Who? All right, so 12. All right. Oh, his. You see everyone else who's watching it. You see his eyes like bulging out, as he's like, and he tries to headbutt you against your like. Starts biting your scales, and it hasn't quite gotten through, although his teeth are rather sharp. So right on. It goes. Let's see. So
I'll roll. I'll also use my movement to roll back toward Augustus, just in case he wants to get anything in there.
Right. All right. So he is going to. Oh, that's a. He does, with his teeth, bite through your tough scales.
Ooh.
And that is actually going to be 3 plus 4. He literally, like, you can feel his tongue like wiggle one of your scales back so that he can just and gets a gigantic chomp right in under your scales. And yeah.
How
It
much
hurts.
damage?
7.
Ooh.
All right. I am going to pop out of snake form since that was
Okay.
all my snake HP.
Ah! All right. just when you thought it was over.
Fly up and
And-
drop him. Set
All
him on
right.
fire.
She can't fly.
Can't.
I don't know that.
Also, they don't know
Augustus, just when you are saying, just when you're like, what did you say? You said,
Fly up and drop him, and then set him on fire.
and just as you say, fly up, you fly up
What?
into the air as the goblin does some push-up off of the ground, like a springing push-up. You thought he was down, but not all the way. You leap it, you fly into the air. He rolls out and tries. Oh, and he gets a natural 21.
Sure.
He literally rolls out, flips over, and as you hit the ground, he pins you.
Oh. Oh.
But of course, not only are you not the legal
Target.
target, neither is he.
So I could just hit him.
Sure.
All right. So this would be grapple. What's the DC I have to beat for grapple?
It is a contest.
Oh, all right.
So when you want to try to escape, he gets a roll, and then then you can either use your strength or your dexterity.
All right. First, I want to
He
see.
gave a nat 1, but I don't know who to.
All right. I can.
Did you
Oh
see
yeah,
that?
let us know who you're giving that nat 1 to.
Yeah, I don't know who it is.
If you're giving the nat 1 off of a nat 21, I'm going to have to say that doesn't work. Right there.
Nat 21s always stand, and also natural ones always stand. They cannot be modified.
Yes.
So we can't retcon everything. And,
No.
The natural 21 and the 1 are both sacred.
Yes,
Unless, of course,
indeed.
you're a halfling and you have luck as a skill and you can reroll ones, which, by the way, I just am very... I think that's just wrong. But anyway, that's...
I think
That's
we've
just
all established that everything in 5th edition is perfect. Ask Frank.
All right. So in the meantime, here's my game plan. I'm gonna headbutt him.
Mhm.
So let's see. Plus so it's strength. So would a 17 hit for headbutt?
It would, but you are grappled. You're actually pinned, and you
Yes, but
cannot
my head-
actually.
But my head is a headbutt.
Yeah,
That's not doesn't work like that.
yeah, it doesn't work
As,
like that.
as a person who's been pinned by Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guys, like you can't just pin by them. I'd love to. I wish that was the case.
Right?
You bite them. Apparently,
You can bite
fighting-
them. Like,
Fighting's legal in this.
All right.
now you would have to you'd have to ungrapple yourself or unpin yourself.
All right. I'm just ungrappling then. All right. Very good.
All right. Give that a roll.
It's
Strength.
not going to be good. It's just with the roll with strength. Yeah. All right. It's only an 11.
Amazingly, even though this goblin is a professional grappler and rolls with advantage every time you grapple, I rolled a 3 and a 4,
Oh.
which only gave him an 8,
Oh.
which means you slip out right as he's like, I got you pinned. And you can see he's a little cross-eyed and doesn't really know exactly where he is right now. And you just flip out and get out away from him.
All right.
And he actually leans in as you're escaping. He goes, "The chair was awesome."
Oh. Thank you. and then I'm going to take it. All right. Am I close enough to try to grab him by the back, like the back of the head?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it'll have to be next round.
All right. Very good. Very good.
All right. So Ayala, you've come out of snake form, and after he bit you, that is a bonus action. So now, what is your action?
I'm gonna go in and make it look like I'm just trying to straight up grapple him.
Mm-hmm.
And make it look like I'm grabbing him. So I want to see if that works.
Okay, sorry, you actually cut out just a second ago. What are you trying to do?
Oh, so I'm gonna go in to make it look like I'm gonna just straight up grab him, but I'm actually gonna be casting hold person.
All right.
Yeah. So he gets a wisdom saving throw.
All right, and his wisdom saving throw is not good. What does he need? What's your DC?
That is going to be 14.
All right. With his -1 on wisdom saves, he does indeed fail. And
yes. All right. Well, he is now paralyzed, and I'm going in to grapple him. And as I grapple him, as I grab him and take him down to the ground, I'm going to whisper in his ear, "You think it's fun killing dragons?"
Oh. All right. I will actually even give you a. You can like, because he's a little smaller than you. You can just grab him and slam him if you want to, because he's held. You could like do a body slam.
Oh yeah, we'll do it.
So just give me the. I mean, it's not even. I guess it's like a super. You have advantage on that because he basically can't do anything about it, and you can easily pick him up. So just roll with advantage. This is basically, do you do damage to him or not? If you.
And that's strength.
Yes.
17.
Oh yeah. You just pick him up and just slam him down in the worst possible way you possibly can. I'm gonna say that's what is your strength bonus?
2.
All right, so
Plus
that's gonna.
From Reverend Tommy.
Oh yeah, +5 damage slam. Oh, that's gonna. Yeah, that is it's 2, 7. All right, so. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Shoot. All right. Yeah. You slam him down. Now I'm pretty sure that cancels out the hold person spell. But he's not going anywhere. When you attack somebody with hold person, and
I took War Capture, so it won't actually.
Oh really? Oh.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Ayala's now a straight savage. Like, we're not messing around.
Right. All right. Okay. Well. So, Augustus.
Yes.
Because you went nuts at that move, by the way.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, the whole audience just went absolutely crazy, and Golgar's like, you can't. That doesn't count if you pin that guy. She's pointing at Augustus.
Mm-hmm.
Like that doesn't count. And I mean, you could tell it's like a half-hearted, like, oh no, don't stop.
So, what I'm going to do is am I within like easily to grab him at the head or shoulders?
I mean, you can attempt to make a grappling roll. Yeah,
All
sure.
right. Grappling roll to grab him by the head or shoulders. All right.
Get what'd you roll?
14.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
cool.
Once again, with my advantage, rolling 2 dice, the highest I rolled was a 5.
Oh, well done.
I rolled a natural 1 and a 5.
Oh.
So that is only with his bonus. It was close, but not nearly close enough. You can tell he's a little wobbly, and you slide in. even though you as a fighter can tell that his ability is really high. He's definitely taken a lot of hits to the head.
Yeah,
and
that's
is
right.
just he's a little wobbly. So you were like, oh, I got him. Huh? That usually doesn't work on that.
All right.
So yeah, you got him.
I got him. I will now slam his face against the pillar.
Of course you will.
All right. What do I have to roll for?
Basically, this is advantage, and because you have him grappled, and you're just basically moving him into the pillar.
All right.
Go for
any of my modifiers or?
It'll be your basic strength.
Oh, okay,
It's
basic. All right.
It's an
In that
unarmed
case-
strike.
All right. In that case, 14 again.
Using him as a vaguely missile-like object, you slam him directly into the pillar head first, and the audience just when it
Loves
makes
it.
contact, they just
Oh my fantastic.
and he is out on the ground.
I will now.
He bounces off that stone pillar and flops onto the ground, spread eagle.
I will now lean on my pillar again. and then like, judge, my hands on my pillar.
Right, and the judge like, I didn't see when you didn't have your hand on the pillar. Oh yeah, I see now. I see.
Yeah,
Perfect.
my hands on my pillar.
Okay.
It's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine, judge.
Totally.
Brother. Yeah.
Yay!
Aw.
Ayala, what do you do?
I'm just gonna put a foot on him and just wait because now they're both down, right?
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna fire breathe into
Minotaur.
the air again.
The Minotaur leaps down into the pit,
Ayala!
gives a 1 and a 2 and a 3. The goblin being held is not moving anywhere at all, and everyone just goes bananas. Romulus, you notice that the two half elves were standing near you, not right next to you, but you kind of look around for a second and notice that there's a few other people who were like surprised and kind of upset that they lost some money, but they're like, well, that didn't go nearly as planned.
Yeah.
But even if you can tell other people who bet against your Ayala and Augustus, even still, it was such a fantastic fight that they're just going crazy.
Right.
They're loving it. But so there's just a few other people who are like, meh, a little salty.
Brother, throw me my hat.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna look around and see if I can find where I left my brother's hat
Oh yeah.
real quick.
Where did you leave his hat?
Brother, seriously.
You know what I
Oh,
did? I was inspired and I wrote a haiku about the fighting.
Oh, thank you, brother.
I did.
would you like me to here? Wait.
Oh, you want me to read it? Oh, I could let you know. This is a haiku by Romulus about what we witnessed here tonight. Why is it we fight? Think it shows a lack of mind. Maybe beer instead. That's my
That was
haiku.
beautiful. That was
That was
beautiful.
amazing.
Thank you. I was inspired by what I witnessed.
Oh,
Oh,
and he's still there.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was beautiful, brother. Why wouldn't I be here, DM?
Oh, I'm just wondering. Here, let me get everybody
Because
to the
some people, I stick about for recitations.
There you go, brother. That's a
Zoo.
good being
What's
like.
wrong with you?
oh,
Oh wait, Ayala, when did you get a red hat? All right, let me get everybody back to theirs. Everybody back to your spots. Back to your spots, everyone.
Mm.
Let's see. How many people do I have to?
You
pull
got to
out
take
here?
me out.
everyone. All
Oh,
of us.
yep, everyone. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, wait. I can do this.
Except for me,
Wait.
I said, haha.
Yes. And then Romulus. And then there we go. All right. Everyone.
Now, where's my hat, brother?
Can I do something real quick while you just real quick? I want to go to the Minotaur between rounds.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to say, excuse me, my name is Romulus. I'm a wizard. I'm not typically someone who likes a lot of violence, but I think you're beautiful and you're doing a great job. And then I will walk back to my brother and my friends.
All right. She
That's
kind
it.
of goes,
That's all it was.
thanks.
Huh?
Yep.
What?
Brother.
Huh? Yeah.
Brother.
That was hot.
Brother.
You were me.
Hmm?
Are they back yet?
Are
my
you,
buddies back?
are you interested? Are you interested in the judge?
Yeah,
The
she's
lady
beautiful. Yeah, did you see how much control she has in the ring? It's great. I think she could protect me because she's really very powerful. You know what I mean?
Oh, no doubt.
And
No
you don't
doubt at
need
all.
to, and you know you don't need to do it all the time because you've been protecting me my whole life. So
Oh, brother.
you're
Oh,
great, by the way. I'm
look at you.
not a big fan of violence, but I mean, if I was, I think you did a great job.
Thank you. I tried to bring a bit of panache.
It was
So a couple of half orcs come out, the ones that were back down underneath the stage. They come out, they drag the goblins back in underneath the stage, out of the ring. And Gorgor the Minotaur grabs Ayala's hand, grabs Augustus' hand, and raises them high. And
And
our
Philippe gave an
winners.
21 to my brother.
Was that from my movie?
Oh,
It might have been from my movie.
for persuasion.
Wait.
All right.
Persuasion. I only want her to honestly tell me what she feels. I don't want to persuade. You know what I mean?
You're just charming. That's all.
I just like to tell her what I feel. I'm not actually.
No, I mean, but you're charming.
Well,
Yeah.
not really. I've got a 10 on that score.
But you're.
Not that I know. I
Right.
mean,
Yeah, but she has a 5, so
yeah, but
it's fine.
you gotta use. No. Let's be serious. I don't use charm in that kind of way. I was trying to move us towards friendship before, and because I'm actually interested in the Minotaur, I want her to be interested. I don't want her to magically be interested. That would be wrong.
Mm.
Don't use your powers like that.
Wise words.
Thanks.
Sure.
Ron.
Yes,
So
snap
the
for that.
audience is going crazy. They're loving you. They're maybe trying to throw you drinks, not throw actually at you, but they're just trying to give you a drink. And you're like, they're trying to pass down mugs to you. And the Minotaur, Gorgor's like, well, that was a very exciting fight. I liked that a lot. That was fantastic. Well done there. Remember, it's only a sport. Try not to kill them
I'm
when
gonna
you're
do,
backstage with them.
Oh, yes.
I do like to collect my money too, because
I'm gonna do like a
Ayala,
like
go.
pro wrestling, like The Rock moment. And I'm gonna
Yes.
talk to everybody and be like, just remember, when you come for the dragon comes for you.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
it's a beautiful sight. It's a
And then
beautiful
I'm gonna
sight.
stalk off stage to go find those goblins.
All
I
right.
want to get my winnings.
The half orc is handing out the winnings, smiling from ear to ear because they made a ton of money off of the new kids, and and
Salamander charioteers.
the salamander charioteers. Remember that name,
I
everyone.
don't remember signing up for that name.
And a random cat. All right, so you're backstage. They've been slapping the goblin back and forth, the one that is held, and they're like, hey, snap out of it, buddy, snap out. And like, oh, it's like he's got rigor mortis. Like, and they're like, oh, don't break his arm. They're, I don't know.
Oh yeah,
And,
I dropped the whole person.
Okay,
Now that I'm
And,
in the room.
and of course, Josh steals the winnings after Frank stole a half of a tankard being passed down. Of course he did. The great Rock Hogan. Nice. All right, so you're backstage with the two goblins.
Are we all there?
No, you guys are.
Will they let me go back there? I would love to go back and see Ayala. I'm with Ayala.
You might need to convince them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can be very persuasive when I want.
Could we have just taken them with us when we went down?
Yeah. I mean, you could have pointed to them as you see them trying to like, hey, we want to go backstage, and you see that happening.
They're with us.
And they're like, oh, okay.
Kazoo, as you come over to me, I'm gonna make eye contact with Felicia in the audience and just be like,
amazing. And I'm like looking right at you, totally ignoring everyone else. You're the amazing. So good.
Brother, where is my hat?
Augustus, you were so good. And then the thing with the chair, you totally you like. Have you ever done? I'm gonna write songs about you. Huh?
Yeah, not with a chair per se, but with other random, not proper objects. Yes, I've done some of that.
Romulus.
Before we leave, I'm gonna smile and wave at the Minotaur as I leave, and see what.
Okay. All right. So you guys get backstage as well.
What'd she do? What was her reaction?
Oh, she just kind of gave you the little, like, raised one big Minotaur eyebrow.
Unibrow?
Minotaurs actually have eyebrow.
I'll take that as
their brow ridges.
I'll take that as a good sign, and I wave once more, and then I'll leave.
oh.
She gives you a wink.
Oh, brother.
Oh.
Another haiku.
All right. So you're back there. Romulus, Kazoo, everybody is back there. You kind of tend to each other's like wounds, if you like.
Do you need some healing?
Ayala does.
I almost lost my when that goblin bit you. They had to hold me back because I was ready, so ready. I had it all queued up. I knew exactly what I was going to do. I was going to crush him mentally, physically, emotionally. He was going to be a wet stain on the surface. And I didn't care what rules I broke. He bit you.
I know. I was surprised that you were able to contain yourself because I know how you can get, you know?
Not easy.
Yes. John Van Vliet is adding 5 to the next rule that Kazoo requests: the power of red hat boosting gnome and penguins all over.
Johnny-o.
Nice. All right.
So I think it's time we go confront these goblins.
Indeed.
All right. You head on over to the other room, where Felicia, the other half elf, and a half orc are all casting spells and bandaging their wounds, and they turn around and see all of you, and they're like, huh?
We have some questions.
Good game, guys. Good game.
Namely,
well
have
done.
any of you seen my hat?
They all actually look around, and in earnest, like,
No?
do you have a hat?
No? In that case, listen to my tall friend here, please.
Do I have his hat?
No, you're not my tall friend.
No, I'm asking
yeah.
the Dungeon Master.
It was in your other hand the whole time.
Oh, I'll give it. Oh, here you go. I'm sorry, brother. I had it in my other hand.
Oh, thank
I
you.
thought I had my staff, but who'd have guessed I actually had both?
Quite. Thank you, brother.
Yep.
knew.
You're welcome.
Now listen to her.
There you go.
So, the Dragon Slayers from Magmount. You care to explain?
The half-orc, who's also a female half-orc, steps up and says, yeah, what's it to you? And she's a rather big, strong half-orc.
She looks like She-Hulk.
Yeah, kind of. And and she has all her equipment as well, but I mean, she doesn't have that. She doesn't have it out. She doesn't have a giant warhammer out. She has it strapped to her. She goes, "Yeah, what's it to you, Dragon Slayers? That's right. It's what we do."
And I just like look down at my own dragon body and then look back up at her.
Didn't slay this dragon.
Yeah, well, you're not a dragon. You're just a dragonborn.
Yeah, it's right there in the name. But how many dragons have you guys slain?
You know,
One?
plenty.
Just one? It's really just one, isn't it? You only got one, right?
I think my friend is asking you a question.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a tough one. It was really hard.
What was the dragon's name?
Dragon.
I don't know. It was a dragon.
Well,
I'm sorry. And she looks right at you and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't ask its name."
what color was it? What type of dragon?
My friend here was very close with that dragon, and we have taken great personal offense to its murder. So I would like to know what reason
You had to kill a dragon. What reason you had to kill a dragon?
That's right.
Because he was like holding her back, right?
She's holding me back.
Hey, you know, dragon slaying. It's a business. People get hurt. So to, you know, why? What?
How it works. That's not how it works.
I just think we should verify. I don't think we have any actual evidence that it was necessarily my dragon yet. We should probably have evidence before we throw accusations around. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
Actually, everybody give me a perception check.
Oh, 19.
I received a 13.
Oh my god.
I'm too busy being angry. I also get a 13.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Okay. So, Romulus.
Yeah.
And all right, so Kazoo, what you notice is that they're like, yeah, and they'll look over at Romulus and then try to like not look at him. As they all spectacularly fail their performance checks to try to hide the fact that Kazoo, you can tell that they clearly they're like they know who Romulus is.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, like, but they're like, they keep looking at him and they're like, isn't that the guy? You know, like they're not saying it, but then they're like, that's that guy, isn't it? Like,
No, go ahead. Don't hurt your eyes, guys. Get a good look. Have a full eyeful. Go ahead. Check him out. This guy looks familiar, doesn't he? I can see it in your eyes, guys.
Interesting choice of words you had there, Kazoo. Familiar.
I'd like to point out to Frank, the dragon was not my familiar. I was the familiar of the dragon.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Go ahead. Have a conversation.
I'm gonna take a step toward them, as like a few steps, as these words are like
Look, I get it. You guys just wanted to make a name for yourself. And you're like, if we kill a dragon, that's going to make us look awesome. But you know what? There are consequences to your actions.
That's kind of true, actually.
You have caused great hurt. And with great hurt comes great consequences.
Yeah, I felt bad about that because they took my dragon.
Yep.
You might get the
if you think
chair.
that dragon slaying is just a simple business, then you have not done your research and you know nothing of dragon society. Who would hire you to kill a good dragon?
a bunch of losers, that's who. Says the big half orc. She goes, listen, I respect the way both of you fight. All right. Especially you, Augustus. She goes, wait. Look, we got off on the wrong foot. Hi, I'm Zara.
Hi, Zara.
And she offers her half-orc hand to you. There.
To which of us? To which of us?
To Augustus.
Oh. Hello?
And she's like, she definitely gives the like, strength, like the strong handshake of like, huh, yeah, you fight good, but I'm really strong. I'm not breaking your hand, but I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I'm noticing
Can you
that.
take this
I'm noticing
strong
that.
hand?
But for whatever reason, I'm reading it as an entirely different vibe, and I'm just like, hey, hey, hey.
All right.
So if she's just confused by me, then that's fine.
No, actually, she then picks up your vibe and kind of like squeeze a little harder, but still not in the I'm gonna break your hand, but in
Yeah.
the like,
With the fingers.
hey, yeah, like everyone else, the half elves are like, what is going like?
I also am like, what is going on right now?
Same.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Everyone just like, whoa, yeah. I mean, she's giving you the eye, like, huh? What is your
Hello.
strength, by the way?
What is my strength? I'm at 15.
Oh, okay, all right. It's she definitely has like a little bit more on you,
Yeah.
and like, and yeah, it's turning in. You're like, wait a minute, something is definitely going on there. Yeah, so she's like, I think we got off on the wrong foot. Listen, we reckon.
21 to whatever Augustus is doing.
I can't wait.
Also, who's Augustus?
That would be
Oh, me and Valdris.
You and
That's right.
Valdris.
yeah.
I'm like, what? Haven't met her yet.
Conflicted.
Haven't
Oh my
met her
god.
yet.
So yeah, her name's Zara, by the way. So
Zara.
Zargustus would be the.
I don't know which
Zargustus.
one I don't know which one I don't ship more. This is both of
Afraid of
these
your love,
things
baby.
are
Don't be afraid of
problematic
your
for me.
Am I the Captain Kirk of this? Of this?
You really
I-
are.
I think you might be.
Not so much in the captain part, but the very Jim Kirk.
Yes.
Like, hey.
So she goes,
Or
look,
maybe
all
Jack
right.
Harkness.
Yeah, we recognize you. It's Romulus, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
I'm
my
on
brother.
It's Romulus.
me.
All right, we look. Hey, all right, we're sorry. We didn't know you were friends or whatever.
Wait.
We knew that you worked for the dragon.
Oh, wait,
Romulus.
I was her familiar. Are we talking about Tragador right now?
Is that the dragon's name?
Yeah,
We
she
don't
had a
really
name.
know.
She did, yeah. She
Yeah,
did.
sorry. Look, hey, some guy wanted us to go fight a dragon. We said, sure. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. He didn't really tell us all the details. And then, let me just say that he kind of shorted us on the deal. So, yeah. So if you want to kill dragon killers, you know what? We might just help. And everyone else in all the two half elves and the goblins are kind of like, yeah, F that dude.
Who was the dude?
Hey, you. What's your name again?
Me, your brother?
Zara.
No, I know your name. Zara.
My name is Zara.
Here's a couple
Also,
things.
by the way, go ahead, brother.
Here's a couple things I want you to know. Tragador was a beautiful poet, and she liked the sunset over the mountains, and she played a really beautiful harp, and you took a beautiful thing away from the world, and I think you should probably be ashamed of yourself. And at this point, I'm going to go back out to the bar.
Brother, that was beautiful.
Thank you. You know what else was beautiful? And I'm going to look back at Zara and say, Tragador was beautiful, and then I'm going to walk out of the room because that was horrible what they did. It was horrible.
Man, that's
Go out there and get a drink.
that's tough, man.
Yeah,
He's my twin brother.
yeah.
And you all walked into a lair of a dragon without the details. You still know how to see the color of its scales, the beautiful metallic goodness of it. and you chose to do a thing anyway. So I do not care if you did not get the details. I do not care that you did not get your money. You are bad in my book, and I follow Romulus out.
Yeah. And I actually lean back in when she says that. Like, yeah, you never saw the torchlight off her dragon scales.
Zara goes, "Hey, whoa. Hey," as you're leaving. She's like, "Hey, 5th edition, they just ruled that alignments aren't all for all races, so yo. Just FYI.
No.
That's no longer the rules. That's not canon."
You can talk to my hands because my face is not listening to what you're having to say.
They did just make that rule, by the way. I posted it.
I didn't know that, actually.
I'm not talking about government. I'm talking about a beautiful harp-playing poet dragon. Where do you think I learned to write such beautiful haikus? I got another one, by the way, for my Minotaur, so I'm going to do it.
Zara looks at you and then looks at Augustus and goes, "Can you do something about your brother? Listen."
Not so much.
Listen. So she's like,
I'm listening. Zara.
"Really?
I'm listening.
All right, listen. Okay, we didn't know. We just wanted to kill a dragon. It was cool. We're part of this has a whole big gang of guys and you know,
Gang? Maybe like a cuttlefish gang?
Yeah, it was a pretty dumb name, right?
Yeah, kind of
like what was up with that?" And he was like, "It's the new cuttlefish gang." I'm like, well, I was like, "Oh my god, listen, Kylo Ren, just do the thing." And oh my god, yeah, so emo. And his real name is Cuddlebert. And yeah,
there's
Cuddlebert, the leader of the new cuttlefish gang. Blah blah blah. Talked a lot of big talk.
Cuddlebert is the one that sent you to go kill the dragon.
Well, I mean, he brought us with him.
And how did who was the person who hired you to do the deed?
Well, Cuddlebert, he's the leader of the gang.
Gotcha.
And then I mean, there was like a bunch of us. I mean, it's a dragon. You don't just walk into a dragon's cave. I mean, we did just watch Romulus wander around a bunch. Didn't know your name, but we did just watch you like leave the cave, and you'd go back around, and we just watched you like, dude, he just like, he does, it's like he's lost. And then he was like, "Oh, he's definitely going to market," because he had a little empty basket, and he was like, it's like he's gonna be gone for hours. And that's when we hit. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry, but sorry.
Well, you should be sorry. It's like if we were to have let loose a group of adventurers or gang go off and kill goblins, or go off and kill ogres or half-orcs or anything like that because it's cool. No, dragons have a society.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes it happens. All right.
Yeah, well,
we apologize.
That's cold blooded.
Oh, once again, I'd just like to say, Augustus, and she like puts a very large finger on your chest, and like it's a little strength test. It's like a little Are you gonna lean back? What are you gonna do? Huh? You know? And she's like, "Listen,
I will
again,
accept the bruising."
And she just leans into a little bit. "I like the way you fight. All right, I respect that a lot. And you, Ayala, I respect. And you, Ayala, I respect that a lot too. So I'm willing to listen to you, what you have to say. And once again, listen. The dude shortchanged us. He totally, literally cut us off. Disappeared. Like we were all supposed to come back here, but they teleported out, taking the body, the whole treasure, all the stuff. All we got was a stupid lamp. It wasn't even like a genie lamp. It's just stupid lamp. Sold it for 2 gold. 2 stupid gold. All that. Oh man.
So where do they
giant scar. What's that?
And where's the cuttlefish hideout? I'm assuming you checked there and there was nothing, right?
Yeah, I don't know where they went. But they were hanging around this town. It's a long story. Cullbird, he kind of like was hanging out with his other gang, and he kind of like won some of the gang over. And so he had a whole bunch of people. I mean, like a gang. And heck, I think that gang's a gang. And yeah, so needed a little bit extra muscle, and we wanted to, look, you just see the adventurer sign up and it says, slay dragon. And we're like, hell yeah, the slay dragon. All right. Sorry. We got some good XP, but almost got our asses handed to us. That dragon was rough.
Ayala and Romulus, did they leave the room? Are they still gone?
I went out to the pub.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're out.
Yeah, I was gonna go, but then I realized I do kind of want information about this guy. So
She came back around.
I probably just lingered in the doorway.
All right.
It's your call.
Whose?
Yours.
Mine? Well, I mean, Romulus is angry. I think it's his call more than mine.
I'm really mad right now. I'm upset.
But
angry is a word that you can use about.
But I want to find this guy, and I want to find out why this happened. And I want to make him pay, and I think that Romulus would like that as well. And we owe it to him to get his treasure back and give him the future that he lost, or at least a piece of it back.
The enemy of my brother's enemy shall be my brother's friend.
Zara looks at you, Augustus. Goes, I think that's smart. And I think we should all have some drinks. And she grabs you by your chest and walks out of the room over to the bar.
This could be so much
and just Felicia looks over at you, Kazoo, and is like, drinks? Bar?
Oh yeah, totally. I love drinks. Ayala.
And the other half elf looks at you, Kazoo, with like daggers, and is like, but also walks out.
Oblivious. She's totally oblivious. She just thinks this is a drink thing. But Ayala, come on, we're gonna go get drinks, and then we can really,
All right, so Romulus, you're out there at the table all by yourself when both these groups come out and come over to the bar, and everyone, of course, at the bar is already like, "Oh man, that was a great fight," and they're already coming in to like give you guys drinks and things like that, and they clear a giant table with Romulus at it, and have seats for everybody, and they all just kind of like. Everyone's like, oh, and they're like, can I get your autograph? And oh man, Josh is giving Felicia auto +5, and +5 to Zora. Oh yes. All right. So you guys sit down.
I'm gonna sit with Romulus.
Okay.
I want to sit next to my brother as well.
Yeah.
I want to sit
right.
next
I
to
don't care about anybody else right now. But I'm gonna.
I was trying to take my mind off it, so I wrote another haiku.
Would you like to take center stage here?
Yeah,
As
I'd like to read.
basically, you guys sit on one side of the long table. They all sit on the other side of the long table, and
What is fair?
and then Romulus has a. I took him out.
You don't want to hear it. You can just say it. You don't have to. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna look across. Do I see the Minotaur?
Oh yeah.
I look across. I'm looking. I don't know if she can hear me, but I say it. I say it.
The Minotaur is actually on the side on the end of the table as the person who runs the fights. So
Yeah.
yes.
I want to say this in her direction. Minotaur of mine. Sorry, don't belong to me. Love the way you ref.
I love it.
It's more like a love. It's not a comedy. It's more like a love poem, actually.
Sure. Oh, I didn't do it right. Oh, I did it wrong. No, I did it wrong. Hang on, wait. I'm getting everybody back in the right place. There we go. All right.
I'm a little upset that you're all just spending time with these people who murdered my dragon.
I'm not. I'm spending time with you.
Yeah, you are, Ayala. I appreciate you right now.
And I'm on your other side right here, brother.
Yeah, you
Yes.
are. Thanks.
And I'm hanging out with Ayala, who is hanging out with you.
They're
Can
going
we
to.
have like a group meeting sometime before we talk about running off and joining up with the people who murdered my dragon?
They are going to be giving us very good intelligence and information, brother.
Yeah,
We're
they
going
murdered
to
my dragon.
kill.
It's the thing I'm
We're
having a
going
hard time
to
getting
find
past.
and punish the people who are responsible for hiring these people.
Yeah,
So
but
we're going
they
to
did
get to
it.
the very root of the problem.
But actually, like the hand that wielded the sword that actually slayed my dragon is sitting right here at the table with us.
Well, Zara goes, well, I mean, technically, we just ran interference. I mean, we didn't even touch the dragon a little bit.
Listen,
I got one good swing.
I'm not gonna. I don't think that by spilling the blood of people because someone spilled the blood helps anyone. So I just want you to live with the guilt of what I told you about the wonderful dragon you slayed. That's what you got to do, is carry that with you for the rest of your days.
You're
And I'm
beautiful.
going to get up and go to the pub, and I'm going to get myself a drink.
Okay. So Zara, by the way, Augustus, is
Don't make
sitting
me laugh.
straight
It's
across
very-
from you.
Don't make me laugh right now. It's a very serious moment.
Felicia is sitting across from Kazoo, and Felicia's sister, the other half elf, is sitting next to her, looking at Kazoo and looking back at her sister and looking at Kazoo, and meanwhile the goblins are like, they're just impressed and that they got beat, and they are drinking heavily. So as the camera pulls back away from this little meeting of some interesting relationships brewing as people look across the table and trying to figure out what is going on. And that's where we'll end it tonight, with the after brawl drinking begins, and we'll see what happens. Maybe some off-screen things might happen. I don't know. My friends, thanks so much for joining us. You made this fight and this game tonight hilarious. That was I saw it all in my head, and it was great. Thanks for joining in. Thanks again for everybody who is bumped up their Patreon, and we're going to put that game together by the end of the month, and we are going to play some D&D. It's going to be awesome. And once again, the Kickstarter is going strong. So if you haven't already, join in on the Kickstarter. You can get your Nat21 dice. You can get dungeon tiles and all sorts of fun stuff. So go on over there, kickstarter.com, Nat21, D20 dice that go to 21, and dungeon tiles for your game at home. Once again, we're on Patreon, Nat21 Adventures. And this Saturday, we'll see you at our virtual tour in Syracuse, Sicily. But all you have to do is sit at home and get on Zoom. So there's more information online about where to find out the link for there.
Time is definitely recommended.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, getting there on time. Good idea. And on Thursday, I'll be painting with Paulo once again on Twitch and on my Paulo Garbanzo Facebook page. Right.
If you don't mind me saying so, just because we haven't mentioned it in a while, if you want to find out what we're all up to, all of us different performers, you can check out our pages. So we have Paulo Garbanzo, Shakespeare Approves, Lords of Adventure, Mab Just Mab, and Amadamo Ignis. So we'd love to see you guys on our pages and get to chat with you and interact with you more.
Absolutely. All right, my friends. Thanks so much for joining our game. We hope to see you next time. And that's right. This is Nat21 Adventures. When a natural 20 just won't do, you need Nat21. Thanks a lot, everybody. Good night.
Bye.